You know what? Screw Ubisoft. Like, this is going to become more and more of, if not already, the train of thought of plenty of these executives from these video game companies. And I say they can all eat a big fat duh. Like, current modern gaming is becoming more and more of a scam. I'm like tired of it, honestly. Like, I'm not buying fighting games anymore. I'm just done. Like, you see this crap with Tekken 8, like, oh hey, Eddie Gordo, like DLC. That shit should have been included day one. But regardless, this is not a rant about fighting games, Tekken 8, anything like that. I'm just like, man, I'm just gonna kick back, play my old school games. I guess have to be very select. I'm grateful for the internet so I can research things and find out if there's shenanigans with games coming out. But Ubisoft, they revamped Ubisoft Plus. You can join this crap and get games, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about something that one of these executives like slipped out there, and it just drives me nuts, pisses me off to say the least. But yeah, okay, you can play Ubisoft games like, Game Pass or PlayStation, crap like that. Like all these companies have their services. These services are going to make people go poor. You got for video streaming Netflix, Disney Plus, Max, freaking Stars, freaking AMC, freaking your mom's freaking Vibe. Like there's tons of different services that you could subscribe to and watch. You can't find shit anywhere anymore. You got to like I just man, I've been buying physical media again on DVDs, Blu-rays, looking for certain things. I'm just like, I'm done with all this crap. I'm done ranting about it, but this is about the streaming services. But this little bish right here, look at that face. Like I just don't like that face. I just want to poke him in the freaking eyes, slap him around a bit. Man, I'm not a violent person, but this guy, he like invokes violent tendencies. The new Ubisoft Plus. This is a GameIndustry.biz article. The new Ubisoft Plus and getting gamers comfortable with not owning their games. Screw this guy. Oh my God. I don't care about this stupid service, but this like he, there's this whole, I'm not reading this whole damn thing because it's talking about the stupid service, paying, this money and all this crap. But this guy, this douchebag, what was his name? I'm trying to keep his name out of my brain. Philippe Tremblay, director of subscriptions at Ubisoft. That's the bitch's name. When we look at how gamers engage with our different games, we see that our back catalog is still very active and alive. So we saw an opportunity to milk the shit out of this stuff and charge people to, keep playing. Hey, so we got a lower fee. Wow, great. And this is a response to the behavior we saw from players. Tremblay says that the company has seen millions of subscribers over the last 4 years who've collectively played over 500 million hours of gameplay. But that's not it. Like, it's okay. If you want to subscribe to this service, great. But it's just some of the crap that this guy says. There are multiple behaviors. There's definitely a lot of people who come in for one game, then decide to buy it after the subscription ends. That's part of the reality. And that's okay with us, but it doesn't sound like it's okay with you. Where's it at? I think it's down here somewhere. Nevertheless, Ubisoft has seen growth in this sector. Tremblay says that October last year was the biggest month in Ubisoft Plus history. The point is not to force users to go down one route or another. We offer purchase, we offer subscriptions, and it's the gamer's preference that's important here. We're seeing some people who buy choosing to subscribe now, but it all works. One of the things we saw in gamers, and this might be it. Yeah, this is it right here. This is the crap. One of the things we saw is that gamers, I'm emotional right now. I'm an emotional wreck. This guy pissed me off. One of the things, I'm not that emotional, but this doesn't seem like it's becoming the norm. Let me read this quote. One of the things we saw is that gamers are used to, a little bit like DVD, having and owning their games. That's the consumer shift that needs to happen. Huh? What do you want to see happen? They got comfortable not owning their CD collection or DVD collection. Not me, because now I have limited access of things because I got rid of my CD collection, my DVD collection back in the day. Now it costs me more damn money to be able to get access to these things. No, I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable with this at all. That's a transform. Some people maybe. That's a transformation that's been a bit slower to happen in games. A gamer grows comfortable in that aspect. You don't lose your progress. If you resume your game at another time, your progress file is still there. It's not been deleted. Just don't lose what you've built in the game or your engagement with the game. So it's about feeling comfortable with not owning your game. What is this motherfucker talking about? I still have 2 boxes of DVDs. I definitely understand the gamer's perspective with that, but as people embrace that model, they will see that these games will exist. The service will continue. You'll be able to access them when you feel like. That's reassuring. That doesn't sound reassuring because time and time again, games get delisted, services don't work. Look at the crap with Google Stadia. You lose access to things, things get removed. Yeah, no. Yeah, no is what I'm saying. Yeah, no. Oh crap, somebody came to my door. It might be this Philippe Tremblay motherfucker right now. I'll be right back. Yeah, I answered the door a little angry. These people trying to sell solar panels and they be BSing like, hey, oh, we're gonna be installing solar on a house 2 blocks down. What does that have to do with me? Get the hell out of here. Man, I'm tired of these people. Back to this. So this fool, he says streaming is also a thing that works really well with subscriptions. So you pay when you need it as opposed to paying all the time. No. In theory, in thought, that's the way you would want to do it. Pay only, like, hey, a show comes out and the whole series is up by a certain time. Sometimes, whatever. It's up at once, sometimes over a period of time. Subscribe when it's all available. If it's something you want to watch, and then just cut it off. Be like, yeah, I'll come back when I want to. But in reality, what happens is people forget. They keep subscribing. Oh, get a 1 week trial to Shudder for, whatever. And then it's like $8 a month, whatever it is. And then you forget, or they make it difficult to unsubscribe. They bank on you forgetting and just paying for, and you don't even use the service. They bank on it. But yeah, that really annoys me. It's about feeling comfortable with not owning your game. I don't like not owning anything. I understand, if you have a disc, if you have a cartridge, you just have a license to play the game. But physically, I have access to it whenever the hell I want, for the most part. There's certain, exceptions to the rule there. But gaming now, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel the same. And I understand video game companies, their business. They want to make those dollars. I get it. I'm a business person myself. But the way things have changed with milking the crap out of people, DLC, loot box crap. You see the crap with MapleStory from Nexon, how they were selling loot boxes that you had like supposedly a chance to be able to get a special item, but behind the scenes, coding wise, there was 0 chance of ever getting it. And for years, people sitting there pumping money into this crap. That's really bad. But I feel like that with gaming in general now. Like if I remember back in the day, you'd buy a fighting game and there'd be unlockable characters and you would have to either play the game for a certain amount of time, like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, or like special ways to unlock characters, like, Smash Bros. But then not even turn it like, hey, pay for these extra characters. Sometimes it seems like a good thing. Like, hey, this was a massive complete game to begin with in some people's eyes. And then there's DLC later on. Oh, cool. Like, I really love this game. It was a full complete package. Now I can buy stuff to, get extras in the game, extra characters, extra levels, extra story, whatever, right? That's like a good use of DLC and whatnot. And so, maybe that's the way you think, maybe you don't think that way. But at the end of the day, I'm seeing more and more games that are being released where it seems like this is content-wise is lacking what we used to get. And now you're charging so much for these damn games. It's not cheap to buy a game. And then you got to buy all these damn DLC packs to feel like you got the full experience. Why not just release the full experience and be like, hey, we're charging $120 for this shit? Because that's the way it feels at the end of the day. I'm going off in all sorts of directions. I get it, but comfortable not owning your game, for anybody to say that in the gaming business world is a freaking idiot. But at the same time, I'm sure a lot of them feel that way. They don't want you to own anything. They just want to keep taking that money from you. And that was my rant for the day. Let me know what you guys think. Screw this Philippe Tremblay, Tremble Balls guy. Screw him. But hey, at least he said it, right? He didn't hide it. He said it. We know how they think. Bastard.